You've probably already heard me say this, but technology is pretty great, and I say this because I'm confident to use it to my advantage for the Level 4 award in internal quality assurance of assessment process and practice. When technology fails, and if you're anything like me, you'll just end up swearing how useless it is, and that's just technology for you. So it offers so many benefits, and sometimes it can be extremely frustrating. So you need to weigh up the pros and cons. Teaching, for example. So when I'm teaching Level 4 award in internal quality assurance of assessment process and practice online, it's so much easier and fits in with my childcare. But simple activities like putting learners into groups are way more difficult than in person. So quality assurance is no different. So when the pandemic hit, it massively influenced the way we quality assured a Level 4 award in the internal quality assurance of assessment process and practice, but we have adapted so it's beneficial. I have assessors in Brighton, in London, and these are on my doorstep, and it's so much easier for me to visit. But we also have assessors in Bristol, Manchester, Newcastle, and Birmingham. So before we took training online, I'd have to get up early hours and go and observe learners and then stay over probably. With moving training online, I can literally log in and see all tutors in one visit or in one day, which is virtually impossible face to face. Granted, it's not as good, but it can be very useful. Likewise, we can all meet at the same time to standardise our practices for the Level 4 award in internal quality assurance of assessment process and practice. So before the pandemic, we would all meet in a central location where we had to travel, and it was costly. Now it's virtual, we can now see each other more regularly. The downside to this is that sometimes my children are at home and they think while I'm home, they can play during the meeting, and we have other assessors and you hear it, dogs barking or construction works outside, let alone the number of times people have disappeared because they've had to open a door to collect their Amazon deliveries. The benefits of technology for quality assuring the Level 4 award in internal quality assurance of assessment process and practice far outweigh the negatives, in my opinion. We also use technology a lot before the pandemic, and we store all documentation and assessment documents online. All of our learners on the Level 4 award in internal quality assurance of assessment process and practice have access to their own OneDrive file where they'll view and add documents, but at the same time, assessors, IQAs and EQAs can also access this. We also use Trello to log on to our learners' progress. So as the learners on Level 4 award and internal quality assurance of assessment process and practice work at different paces, it helps us to identify where each learner is at any given time. Information and communication technology, or ICT, as some of you are not aware of this, can be used to support and enhance the IQA process. And this is particularly useful when the IQA is located in a different area from their assessors. So virtual learning environment, VLEs, electronic portfolios, or cloud-based systems could be used by learners and assessors to upload completed work and records too. And this enables the IQA to sample various aspects remotely and at a time to suit. Reports can then be completed electronically, uploaded to the system, and emailed as required.